What up, YouTube? This is MORGBORG Tech here, and today I'm going to be unboxing something that I bought from Fry's Electronics. But first, I'm going to show you how you can access my channel easily. Okay, so here's my phone. All you need to do is type in my nickname, which is Mock Racers. So then what you do next is go to channels, and then my two channels will be at the top, and that's how you can access my two channels easily. So now I'm just going to remove the bag, set that aside. And you can see that these are Target brand headphones. So how do I open these? So I can see some tape, which I'm just now going to grab something to open the box up. So now I grabbed this knife to open up the headphones, and I'm going to do that. So now I believe that's all the tape, and let me put back the knife. Okay, so now how do I take off this packaging? Okay, so I just lift this, and then so now I'm taking this out of the box, and I'm just going to set that aside. So you can see here are the headphones, which I'm just going to set aside, and take a look inside here. So here we have our micro USB charging cable. I do not know what version of the USB. And then here inside we have a Target brand travel pouch, which you can see it has the Target branding. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to show more when I give the headphones a little charge. Well, first I'm going to see if they have any charge, but how do I turn these on? Okay. Okay, so you can see they are pairing. So now I'm just going to set that aside. Here's how the travel pouch works. You open up the pouch, and store the headphones. Okay, so I stored the headphones inside the bag, and all I need to do is, so there you go. That is how the cover works. So now I'm just going to take it back out of the pouch. So here is what the headphones look like. For another look, extra cushioning along the earpieces, a volume dial, a play pause button, this button, which I believe is for the phone dialing, our micro USB port, and I believe that's all. Okay, so here's the micro USB cable. So I'm just going to unwrap this. So here you can see a pretty good distance cable. I'm just going to plug it into the headphones. Okay, so the headphones are connected to my Samsung charger, because it does not come with a power supply, so you're going to have to go out and get one. So you can see that right now the charging indicator is showing a red light, meaning it is charging. Okay, so here you can see I have my phone, and I'm just going to go into the settings for Bluetooth. Then I'm going to go.
Pa. E aí?
Okay, so you can see it shows the headphones, and I'm just going to pair.
Ah, ese. Ah, bueno, voy a poner.
Okay, so now the phone is connected to the headphones, and I'm going to test the headphones with a game. You can see that I am loading Turbo Dismount for the test, and I'm going to use the volume dial to turn up the volume in case you can't hear it. Okay, so I'm going to place it up to the microphone, and if you can hear it, it should sound pretty good. And now I'm going to do a comfort test, see how these headphones feel on my ears. Okay, so you can see that I am wearing the headphones, and they feel really nice on my head, thanks to the I believe leather cushioning along the headrest and the earpieces. Okay, so based off of what you could see from the comfort test, I was pretty satisfied. So here you can adjust the length. So anyways, what else can I do with this? There's the play pause button. I'm going to turn on some music. Okay, so Anderson tack through these headphones. Okay, so that's all I have to say about these headphones. They're definitely excellent for the price of, I believe, $40. And as always, peace out. Hey guys, it's MORGBORG Tech here, and today I just bought these $5 Vivitar stereo headphones at Target. So I'm going to unbox them. So I got this handy knife with me. So yeah. Alright, so I just ripped the tape, just cut it. So trying not to damage his packaging. So just going to pull this out. Alright, so is there anything else in here? Apparently not. So here are the headphones. It's got this in it, so here's the headphones. These are supposed to be adjustable and foldable. So yeah. Well, I'm not sure if they're foldable or not, but they're supposed to be really adjustable. One sec. Just blew some dust off. So yeah, they look pretty nice. I'm going to be reviewing these headphones in another video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out. Hey guys, it's MORGBORG here. Today I'm going to unbox the LG 305C for track phone wireless. this is a CDMA phone, so you can use either Verizon or Sprint cellular towers. So let's get started. So how do I open this? I think first I've got to So here is the phone. So got this flap to open. Alright, so got service guide, terms and conditions. Activation code, don't use that. And then I've got this. This packaging is very tough. Gonna take some help with the packaging. Alright guys, so my dad helped me with the packaging. So here's the phone. I'm gonna set that aside. Got my charger. Set that aside. The back plate. I'm gonna set that aside. Our battery. The charging cable. And then the charger.
No.
One sec. Alright, so my dad helped me with getting the charger out. Now I just need to get the packaging done. Alright, so now the phone, I'm just gonna peel this. Installing the battery. It's what size is this? Who cares? This is a really baby-sized phone. And then put the back plate on. So let's see if it has any charge. Oh, yes it does. So let's wait for it to boot up. Check phone. Activation required.
Turn on menu readout by selecting the bottom left corner.
Skip. Alright, here's the phone. Alright, so that is the LG 305C for track phone. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have a review on this phone soon. So, peace out. Hey guys, MORGBORG here, and today I got a case for the Droid Razor M, which is right here. It's really low. So, I have it turned face down because on the other side there's shipping information, and I'm not wanting to expose that in this video. So, let's get into the packaging. Alright. Highest rated wireless accessories. So, how do I open this? Right here. Alright, so here it is. Got this little protective foam. Set that aside. Then the packaging, set that aside. So this case comes in two parts. Ooh, it's got a nice texture, grippy. So now I'm going to put it on the phone. Alright, so let's start with this. And then this top part. Then I believe it should snap on. Alright, one sec. Alright guys, so the case is now on the phone. And here it is. So, it's a fire engine red. My dad got this for me from Amazon. He got a super good stinking value. And yeah. Here is a final look. And in the video, the case may appear as pink, although it's really red. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out. Hey guys, MORGBORG here, and today I'm going to be unboxing this RCA home theater system. So, how the heck did I get this? So, I did get this at a yard sale. Here's the little RCA dog. And I got this at a yard sale. I have the sticky note with me. It says 60 bucks, but I was able to get it for 50. So let's get right into it. So I've got this handy dandy box cutter. Let's cut this box. Packaging might be messed up now. One sec. Okay, so now I cut the packaging. And just gonna fold the tabs down. So you can already see that there's some pretty good stuff inside. So let's get lifted out. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the receiver. Let's get these things off. Okay, now to peel the packaging. And as you did, hear the thing going thump. Well, you might have. I hope this thing is still okay. Hopefully it didn't take much damage. Oh, yeah. Here's some information and stuff. Set that aside. And here is our receiver. This thing was bigger than I thought. So, yeah. Hold up. Now. Now. Okay, that is the receiver, HDMI, RCA branding. This has the Dolby Digital Pro Logic 2 system, so that is pretty nice. That's the main reason why I got this. Okay, so here's the back of it. Let you take a quick look at this. Yeah. That is the receiver. Now, what's this? So, let's see what is in this. And we'll just set that aside. Then more, another pamphlet. A little doggy, cute guy. I really wish I had a tripod. This would be much easier. More pamphlets. E-music promo thing. Although I'm pretty sure it's expired because this thing is pretty. It's not like brand new. This is like a cable. So, and the remote. I'm probably gonna need some batteries for that. Audio. I'm pretty sure this is like video something. Trying not to tear this up. Ooh, batteries. And this thing, which is probably some like satellite thing. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Nope. So, on to the next stuff. Oh. Some big protection thing. Oh. Let's start with the smaller stuff. So here's a speaker. Another speaker. Another speaker. Another speaker. Another one. And another one. So, and then, one sec. And then I suppose this is the main speaker. This thing is way huge. And then the rest in the box is just this protection. Set that aside. And then we'll set the box aside. And now to peel off the plastic. One sec. I'm gonna do this one first. So, see ya. Alright, there we go. Now, I'll get back to you when I get this thing out of this. See ya. Alright, there we go. It's one big speaker. Super glossy on the front and squeaky. So let's see if it's a fingerprint magnet. Well, apparently no, it is not a fingerprint magnet, which is good. And now on for this tiny speaker. Tiny. One sec. I'll get back to you guys when I get everything, all the speakers out of the plastic. So yeah, see you then. Okay, so now I've peeled all the plastic. So now I'm going to gather everything that I received. Got a lot of stuff from this. So here's everything that it comes with. The receiver, an auxiliary cable, power supply, whatever this is. I don't know what kind of cable this is. I think this is like a satellite thingy, the remote. 5 speakers, and then here's like, this is probably like the main speaker. That would be like the perfect setup. And yeah, I'll see you when I might be able to get this set up. Yeah, see you then. Okay, I'm just gonna show it up the box. It's pointing at the box, don't worry. Hey guys, this is my brother's new laptop, the Acer Chromebook 11. He's wanted this so much. Now he's finally gonna have it. I see we're having some difficulty. Package rip. Doggy. Rest in peace. Rest in pepperoni. Rest in peace. I'm trying not to.
No.
Boy, that's his Chromebook 11. And what is that? Ooh, wow, a white charger. Wow, I didn't know it would be a white charger. Didn't the one at like the Target store, was it like a black charger? Oh, hold up, no, it was a white charger. Yeah, you're right. This is the one I saw at Target today, I believe. Want some help? Oh, wow.
The boys are opening.
I heard that's like a durable laptop almost. Like it's able to take a few hits. Look at this. It's the exact same thing that I see at Target. Peel the plastic. Okay, so Intel inside, Acer, Chrome. Man, I can't wait to take this to my dad's house. Okay.
Alright, look up at Mom.
Let's get that thing plugged in. Go grab the charger. I'll hang on to the laptop. Alright, what should we do with it? Right here will be fine for now? Yeah. Alright, here. Okay. excellent design. Okay. I'll be right back. Hopefully the computer will be set up. Okay, Chromebook. Alright.
Yeah, the only thing I'd be through.
Okay. So that's his fresh computer. Block the. For security reasons and privacy reasons, we will not show the email and password. Now onto my computer, this Lenovo laptop. I think it's supposed to be like the N22 or something. Get back to you guys soon. Okay, so here's the laptop. I got a Windows laptop. Yeah. So this is the Lenovo M22. It's got a really nice matte display and even the swivel camera as seen on the N21 Chromebook. Don't get this confused with the N21 because this one runs Windows, the N22, while the N21 doesn't. Intel inside. Lenovo. Okay, I'll get back to you guys when I get this plugged in. Okay guys, so I've got it plugged in. Let's power it on for the first time. Okay. This is so weird. Little weird. Oh, there it goes. Lenovo. Lenovo, baby. Okay, booting up. I'll get back to you when it is booted up. Okay guys, so now I'm in the computer and got me set up. Hold up, is there an option for Arizona? Ah, yes, Arizona. Okay, next. Accept. Mock racers, my network. Okay. I'll get back to you guys once I get connected. Okay, so it's now connecting. Just a moment. So that probably means it's going to take me to the account section or something because I am going to create a Microsoft account. Hi, we're setting up things for you.
Yeah, I have to do a little setup, so.
Getting critical updates, say.
Well, what do you guys think?
So this might take a while. Okay, so Moonshow just got his extensions for his Chromebook. So this might take a while. I'll get back to you guys when the setup is complete.
All the plastic, everything.
Who owns this PC? I do. Next. Just a moment. I suppose this shouldn't take long. I'll let that load and I'll get back to you guys as soon as it does. Okay. Email, phone, or Skype name. No account. Create one. Okay. This is my first time using my very own Microsoft computer of any kind. This is my first own Windows laptop. My dad has one, but it's his. I'll get back to you as soon as this loads. Let's create your account. So I'm going to set it up as my email. I'll get back to you as soon as I create my account. Okay, so I set it up. Okay, so I got in. Like this. And it says just a moment. Okay, so just a moment. It is loading. I'll just skip over to when I'm completely set up. Okay guys, so I'm finally into the computer after like 30 minutes of hard, long work. I'm finally in. So this is indeed Windows 10, as you can see right there. Okay, so to test it, let's open up the browser. Okay guys, so I am in. Now let's open up google.com. So it may take a little bit to load because my network is only 64K. Oh, what's this? User manuals. Down there. That was some kind of book app or something. Okay, so now I'm on to Google. And let's search. What should we search? Let's search mock racers. And let's see what it comes up. I'll get back to you guys once the page is loaded. Okay guys, so the page is loaded, mock racers, and it shows my main YouTube channel. Something I'm not really used to with like the scrolling is that like scrolling this way brings it down and this way brings it down, this one brings it up. Ah, there I go. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get Google Chrome on this thing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this awesome video. Oh yeah, my sister also got a Chromebook. I kind of helped her out, and yeah, peace. What is up guys, this is Mock Racers here, bringing you the unboxing of the Sharper Image video camera, and this is the pink camera, so it is like, it's got some demo stuff on it, even though the batteries are dead. It's been in my house for a while, so let's get it unboxing. So there's like this really weird packaging, covered in dust. So let's try and get it out. See if there's like a sweet spot. I wonder what that did. I heard like a snapping noise. Lucky for me, I have this multi-tool. So let's try up here. I don't really want to damage this packaging a whole lot. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to cut it. Okay. So, right here it says digital video camera and player, load movies onto computer via USB port, easy one-touch recording. So I'll come back once I figure out how to get this open. Let's see if I've got it here. Yeah, that was a fail. Okay, so here I've got it. Let's try and slide this out. Oh! Sorry for the inconvenience. So here, there's the manual. Important, please read this manual completely before operating the camera. Okay, good to know. Okay, so here's the camera itself. It's got like a retractable and detractable USB port, even though I'm gonna keep that open. I did not really expect to have this color. It's just what we've had. Okay, set that aside. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Doesn't seem like it. So here's the camera, and let's take a look around it first. So there's the play pause button, the delete button, the navigation buttons, the sharper image logo, USB, whatever this is, I don't know. There's the camera, quite big camera. Oh yeah, so on the packaging here, if you can read that, it says digital video camera and player, easy to use intuitive controls, captures 640 by 480 resolution and stores 1 hour of footage. Good to know. Okay, and then down here's is what I think is the battery cover. Over here is the input to your TV, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, here it's what you use to detract and retract the USB port. So here there's some stuff on the camera. Let's take that off. On the screen, let's take this off. And let's check for any more. There's this open sticker. And there's the FC information. I probably shouldn't show that. And yeah, that's about it. So let's open this up. If I can. So I think you open it from down here. There's like a little thing right there. I'll be back when I get this opened. Okay, so I got the battery cover removed. So how it works is that you pull down, when it's closed, you pull down on it, and it should do, oh, okay, it broke off. That is weird. Oh well. Let's get these batteries out. So let's put in the real batteries. So I'm pretty sure I just broke the cover. That was a fail. Okay. So I'll just hold down on that. So let's turn it on. So this is a huge fail. I don't even think this thing's actually working. That is so weird. Okay, that was a fail. Okay, let me try and get this battery cover fixed. So I guess I've got it, maybe. Yeah, I think the batteries in this aren't really good. Yeah, that was a huge fail. Let me try again. Okay, so I managed to get the battery door back on. So now let's try and turn it on. So it doesn't seem like it wants to turn on. That really sucks. So this was a fail. And I will upload a video if I can get this to work. Like, I'll upload a video of it working. So, sorry about that, guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this stupid video, whatever. Why did I even do it? Peace out. See if the demo batteries still work. And they these are fake ear pods. Are they really worth it? Let's find out. So I got these from the 99-cent store for $1 or $2. So they look just like ear pods, but they're made by Bitronix gear, and they're called stereo headsets, integrated microphone, and super bass. So let's just get this open. Wow, this comes off really easy, much easier than I thought. So there we go. Here are the earphones, or fake earpods, whatever you'd like to call them. And for some reason, the packaging's already scratched. It was either like that in the store, or if not, then they must have used some really cheap plastic here. So let's just open this up. So it's fairly nice actually, just all comes out like that. Okay, so let's get these out of the packaging. I know this is gonna take really long, so I'm just gonna skip through. So this is the length of the earphones. As you can see, my studio is a big mess right now. So yeah, now that they're out of the packaging, let's take a quick look at them. So the right earbud, it's got the ear pod look. Even though one thing I notice about these that's different from the Apple EarPods is that these have the inside, where the speaker is, it's blue instead of black. So when I was looking at these in the store, they had them in multiple colors, which were, the first one was this white, then they had white on black, and then they had, black on white, and then they had pink on white. So, yeah, they certainly do look and feel cheap. They feel very flimsy. Like you could probably break these very easily. So yeah, I'm going to test these and tell you how they sound. So, what do I think of the sound quality? Well, they weren't lying when they said it had extra bass, because I did certainly feel the extra bass, even though generally they did feel quite tinny. So they didn't sound that loud, and I noticed that the volume up and volume down functions did not work, but maybe that's just because I was using an Android. But when you click the center button, it pauses and plays videos just like you'd expect it to. And if you double click it, then it'll take you right to your search, which is pretty cool. So what are my final thoughts on this thing? Well, it certainly is cheap and low quality, but I would say it's really good for the value. I've tried other earphones for about this same price, and I haven't gotten the same results as this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, peace out. guys, this is MORGBORG here bringing you the unboxing of the General Electric or GE Pro Crystal HD amplified antenna, and I am here with Boom Show today. Sup guys? So you know me as the guy who has the channel named Mitchell Bushy. Well, I've officially discontinued that channel since June 15th. So if you want to check out my new channel, it's called Boom Show. But you can still watch some of my old videos, and I am planning on doing a special video for our Boom Show soon. Alright, so very good Boom Show, and now without any further ado, let's get started. So let's just set this down. The lighting's terrible, I understand. Let me turn on the flash. There we go. And so here, Pro Crystal HD amplified antenna, enhanced HD TV for all brands of televisions, universal. So in this case, we've got a Vizio here in the bedroom, and it'll work with all brands. So that means even the Samsungs and the LGs and the Sonys and Panasonics, whatever you have, and it has a digital tuner, it'll work. Superior signal compared to its competitors. Oh yeah, keep in mind we got this from Fry's, not Fry's Electronics, but like the food store Fry's, for $29.99. So 1080p, 4K, horizontal or vertical stand included. That's what it looks like. Pure amp technology. You can pause and read this if you'd like. So, free local TV, which means you'll get CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, Univision, PBS, and more. So it works within 40 miles of the broadcast source, and it has a lifetime warranty. So, on the side of the box, here, nothing. On the back, the ideal counterpart for streaming digital content. You can pause and read that if you'd like. So, works within 40 miles. Be ready when severe weather strikes. So this is ideal if you want a backup system to, say, maybe Dish or Cox or whatever you have. But here, I've got Dish. So, antenna web, and then UPC or whatever. You can scan that and see if it works. So without any further ado, let's get right into this. So I've got my handy multi-tool here, and I'm going to see if this smaller one works. Oops. Just a sec. Alright, so that was a fail, and here you can see that it is packaged very well. So, slide this out. And covered in bubble wrap is the antenna itself, the star of the show. Let's set that aside. And in here there is a digital indoor antenna user's manual. So let's open it up here. You can pause and read this stuff if you'd like. This part's in Spanish. And then in here there's also what I think this is the power cable and a UHF cable. So if you've got the old-fashioned UHF like we do, you can just plug it straight into your TV and you should be good. So let's see if there's anything else in the box, and it looks like there isn't. So let's get this stuff unwrapped, and yeah. Okay, so this is all the stuff that's in the box. Power cable, 9 volts, the antenna itself, and a UHF cable, or this can also be VHF, whatever you'd like to call it. So in here, here's the antenna. No, this is the stand that you use to kick it out. It doesn't go left to right, but it goes like this. Pretty cool. Then these things are here to expand your signal. And then, yeah. So, Boom Show will set this up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have the antenna set up and let's turn on the TV. So, if we can't get it to work the first time, we'll always try again. If you want to find this TV on eBay or Amazon, it is the E220MV from Vizio. Okay. Alright, so now the TV is scanning for channels and we'll see if we can get anything. So we'll be right back again. So far we've picked up 17 channels and it is almost done. Okay, so we got the channels going and here it's on the weather channel, so I'm not going to keep this on for much long since I don't want to get a copyright strike. So it's just the local weather. As you can see, from time to time it is a little stuttery, even though it's not wanting to do that right now. But as you can see, it is raining out there. There was thunder earlier. So yeah. So this about wraps up the video and hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to me and Boom Show. Also leave a like and a comment. So yeah. Peace out. You to find out. These are $12 speakers. Are they really worth it? That's for you to find out. What is up, guys? This is MORGBORG here, bringing you the unboxing of the Logitech S120 budget stereo speakers. And one of the reasons I got them is because of the low power consumption, 4.4 watts, and also because they were $12. So without any further ado, let's get right into the box. Gosh, this packaging is tough. There we go, we got that done. That took a while. So let's see what's inside. So as you can tell already, it is pretty well packed. So let's pull this stuff out. So here is your warranty and safety info. We'll set that aside. And inside the box, there's also a little diagram on how to set up the speakers. And there's even this link down here, logitech.com/support/S120. And then a lot of cords. So let's just gently slide out the bubble wrap so we don't pop it. So here are the speakers. Alright, so I took care of what was a mess of cords, and now just gonna move the speakers over. Gosh, these things are smaller than I thought. Okay, just gotta plug them in and everything, and yeah. Alright, so we just plug this in, if it'll reach. There we go. And now we just need to plug in the other end into the laptop down below. So now down here is the auxiliary cable that plugs into the computer or smartphone or tablet or whatever you've got. Keep in mind that this is compatible with almost every device. At least it's compatible with anything that has a 3.5mm headphone jack. So let's just test the sound now that it is installed. First, back up here, we've got the speakers completely set up. They look very clean and professional at my studio because they're black. They really go well here. Before I do the sound test again, this left speaker has the volume dial and a headphone jack if you want to plug in headphones. So apparently it wasn't working with the monitor setup, so I just left it plugged into the laptop. So now for the sound test. Let's turn that up a little bit. What is up, guys? This is Marcus here, bringing you the review of the Acer Chromebook 11. That's way too loud. Now this is the 2016 model. What is up, guys? This is Marcus here, bringing you the review of the Acer Chromebook 11. Now this is the 2016 model. And before we get started, I would like to remind you that this is not mine, and I borrowed it from Boom's show, so shout out to him. If you'd like to watch the rest of that video, just head over to MORGBORG Tech to watch the rest of that video and more from the past year I've been on YouTube. So yeah, that wraps up this video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, peace out. Hey guys, this is MORGBORG here, bringing you the unboxing of the Alcatel Pixie Unite. So, this phone was on clearance at my local Walgreens for $14.99. The original price is $29.99, of course. so I seemed pretty interested in it. So this is pretty much the same model as the newer AT&T version of this phone, the Alcatel Ideal Excite. So this is a GSM phone, of course, and on the front it gives us some specs, and right here some plan info. The camera's really out of focus, sorry guys. So right here are some specs: a 4-inch touchscreen, Android 6.0 Marshmallow, 2 megapixel camera, Wi-Fi capable. So on the box itself, the phone appears to be pretty big, but we'll take a further look into that as we get this out of the box. So over here on the left you have your plans and whatnot, and down here are just some more specs. 4G capable, Android 6.0 Marshmallow, 4-inch touchscreen, battery talk time up to 9 hours, standby time up to 9 days, Wi-Fi capable, 8 gigabytes of internal storage, Bluetooth 4.0, hearing aid compatible, access to over 1 million apps and more on the Google Play Store, supports micro SD memory card expansion up to 32 gigabytes, 2 megapixel camera, GPS, MP3, 1.3 gigahertz quad-core processor. It includes the activation card, services guide, battery charger, and quick start guide. So, as you know, I also have another Alcatel phone, the One Touch 875T, but along with this and something else, which I'm going to bring down here, is this Alcatel flip phone that I got. By the way, stay tuned within the next month, as I'm going to be uploading a phone collection video finally again. At the moment I have like 74 phones. No, actually 75 phones. So yeah. And on the back it's just more stuff. Without any further ado, let's get right into the box. So I have here with me my handy multi-tool. I almost cut myself there. Just a sec, this is gonna take a little bit. Well, that was a little more work than I wanted, just for a little piece of tape. So right here it has the little thing. Oh, seriously? Gonna need my tool again. This box is tough, for sure. But it's not as tough as when I did my LG 305C unboxing. I'm gonna do it this way. Sorry, this is such an inconvenience. They packed this well. I'll be right back. Finally, that's taken care of. So now we can just get right into this, as I'm obviously going to damage the box. Well, actually, maybe not. Wow, this is the easiest part now. So, the box, will set that aside. And here's the contents inside. Wait, no. Hopefully you didn't see that. So that came out easily. Here's the phone in its glory. We'll set this aside and we'll dig deeper. So here's the battery. Set that aside. The back plate, we'll set that aside. And the charger. I'm not going to need this, so I'll just set it aside. Quick start guide. And all our other track phone services stuff. So, let's clean the space. And again, here's the phone and stuff. I believe this is a micro SIM down here. And here's the battery. I don't care. I'm just gonna ruin that. Alright, so let's figure out what size this is. The camera doesn't want to focus. Oh, it says 1500 milliamp hours. It's a pretty weird shaped battery. I'm gonna set that aside. Here's the back cover. Easy as pie, just peel it. The back feels pretty rough. I don't know. It's like very textured. Reminds me of the Alcatel One Touch Pixie Pulsar. Because I know the YouTuber I'm subscribed to, Techie Josh, also has the Pixie Pulsar. Well, I don't, but he does. And it's got kind of the same texture on the back. So now, let's insert the battery. And I don't think it has any charge to it, but we'll see about that. And now, time to peel off the plastics, starting with the camera. Not so satisfying. And now for the front. Very satisfying. So here's the phone itself. It actually feels pretty big. I think when it said a 4-inch touchscreen, that was incorrect. I think this might actually be 4.5 inch. I'm not sure. So let's just turn it on. There we go. Alcatel powered by Android. Now we'll just wait for this to boot. By the way, this is my first Android Marshmallow device for my own personal use ever. Alright, so the phone is now into the setup and we have 58% power, but it doesn't want to show it. Alright, so even though you can't read it really, it says easily set up your device in just a few steps. Start by selecting your language and we'll walk you through the rest. Alright, so I'll enter in my Wi-Fi info later. going to change my time here. And it is September 30th, 2017, the filming of this video. And let me check the time on my watch. And it says it's 9 p.m. It really isn't. It is 9:25. So we're done with that. I don't have a name. No, I don't want to protect the device. Skip anyway. I'm going to uncheck these to help improve the performance. Allow. 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 Welcome. Got it. So, we're into the phone now, and it appears very smooth. Wow, I'm already liking this. So let's see what version of Android we're running. So, surprisingly it says Android 6.0, August 5th, 2016. So this is the A466BG for anyone who's curious. Alright, so that about wraps up this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah. Peace out. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's MORGBORG Tech here, and I've got an amazing haul for you guys to see. This is an amazing Christmas gift that I got. So let's just take a look at it. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay. So as you can see, it's new camera equipment. So this is most likely going to be the last time that I'll be using a smartphone to record video. So yeah, let's just take a look at what's in here. I'm gonna make a jump cut to when everything's out of the box. Okay, so this is everything that was in this box. So a Canon Vixia HFR 800. I don't know what this is. A short tripod, extra battery, a flash drive, an SD card, a camera accessory kit, and a tall tripod. So let's take a look at the camera first. Okay, so just some purchase stuff. Lift this up. And here you've got the cable, which I think is for charging. This. Well, yeah, there's extra cables. And I'm pretty sure this is the battery. I'll have to take a look at that. And then the star of the show, the camera. So let's just take this stuff out of the packaging. Okay. I'll skip to when I've got everything from this set out of the packaging. Okay, so this is everything that was in the box. So as you can see here, the camera. By the way, this is the camcorder with the flip screen right there. I think this is actually a syncing cable. This is the charging cable, and this is what appears to be a proprietary cable or whatever to HDMI. So if you want to plug it in and view it on your TV. Oh yes. One more thing, the battery. It does not come attached to it. So I have to set this down. Okay, the battery is attached to the camera. As you can see, it adds a little bit of thickness to it. And let's just open up that screen. Okay, so as you can see, the camera just turned on. Okay, charge the battery pack. So I suppose this is dead, so I'm going to plug that in. Okay guys, so the charger is on the side of this, and then the screen flips out like that. So I'm just gonna let that charge, and we are going to move on to the tripod. Well, okay guys, we have to tilt this on its side and slide this out, and that's all for there. Oh, it even comes in its own case. How cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this unwrapped. Okay, so here's the tripod. I've never used a real tripod before, so it's gonna take me a minute to figure out how this works. So I'm just gonna get it stood up. So I believe this is the tripod at its standing height. So I'm going to unplug the camera and get it attached. Okay guys, so this is the camera hooked up to the tripod. Pretty good. So I'm just gonna unmount the camera and let it charge some more. So moving on, now we've got the small tabletop tripod. So I'm gonna have to get this unboxed. Okay, so here's the tripod. Pretty small, as you can see. So let's get this out of the wrap. Okay, so I have the tabletop tripod set up. Boom. So set up. Where's the button on this? Oh, I think this is a touch screen. And I am right. Okay, the time right now is 10:27. Okay. so looks good. Moving on. Up next we have this SD card. I'm gonna open this now. Let's put this into the camera. Okay, so I have the SD card into the camera. Let's take a quick video. Hey guys, MORGBORG here, testing my new camera out. And it's pretty cool. I know the lighting's not that good right now. Maybe it's just the screen though. Peace. Okay. So let's just close this up. And let it charge some more. Okay. So, there are a few more things like this. File transfer thing and an extra battery. They're not necessary right now, so I'm not going to unbox it. There's this camera accessory. Not going to unbox that right now. And then there's this. Okay, so it turns out this is like a little booklet style cover, which is probably for stuff like this and SD card. So yeah. And now let's move on to the very last item. I saved this for last. It's a huge carrying case. I don't want to break the packaging, so I'm just gonna do it off camera. Okay, so here's the carrying case. I think there's actually something inside of it. Let's check. I guess some wrapping. And then this. I think this is like a shoulder strap, so that's what these things on the side are for. So you can hold it by the shoulder. Kind of like the same way you would carry a laptop bag. So, yeah, that wraps up this mega haul. And expect more videos on the way. And yeah, peace. Hey, what is up guys, MORGBORG here with the unboxing and first look of the LG Sunset by Net10 Wireless. So, this phone is a couple years old, but it was a great deal, so I got it picked up. By the way, this is the mystery device that I was telling you guys about. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So let's start by cutting the packaging. If there's some background noise, just ignore it. Okay. Probably gonna have to do this off camera. Okay, one more across just to make sure I cut it. And there we go. Okay, so let's just open this up here. Oh yeah, by the way, before we get started with taking that out, here are some specs. A 4.5-inch display, Android Lollipop, a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor, 5 megapixel rear and 0.3 front. On the inside, we've got the plan info. It says 4G LTE. Already read that stuff. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, MP3 player. Access to over 1 million apps and more on Google Play. Micro SD card up to 32 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes on the device. GPS, proximity sensor, 10-hour battery talk time, 7.5 day standby time, and hearing aid compatible. Okay, so let's go take this out. Okay. By the way, this is the first video that's being shot on my new Canon Vixia HF R800. Okay, so let's peel these things. Yeah, I'm obviously going to damage it, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Now we just gotta get this off. Okay, here is the phone, so let's set that aside. Digging deeper, and we've got the back cover, the battery, which is, it is 1900 milliamp hours, so I'm just going to zoom in so you can see that. There we go. Set that aside. We got a user guide, a charging brick, and a micro USB cable for charging, as well as syncing to your computer, which I already have plenty of those, which I'm not going to use that one. And then on this side, you've got your Net 10 stuff. So yeah, let's just set to the other side and get to the good stuff. So let's peel this and then slide in the battery. Peel the back cover. And wow, this actually feels pretty nice. And the buttons are actually like built into the back cover, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it feels pretty sturdy, kind of flexy, but whatever, not too bad. So, and then let's peel the plastic wrap. Satisfying. Okay, so as you can tell, this device looks amazing. Words cannot describe how beautiful it looks. Yeah, it's also got a little bit of heft to it. So let's just turn it on. LG, powered by Android. And I don't think there's a way to skip on this, so I'm just going to leave it here. And I imagine it's going to take a long time to turn on. was quick. Android is upgrading, finishing boot. Welcome. So, let me just grab the phone here. And as you can tell, actually, I'm going to adjust this. SIM not provision, whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry this is taking so long. I know this is boring. But until I find an easier way to do this, this is how it's going to be. Okay. Let's just zoom that out. Oh, can't. Okay. So, it's already set the language. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi. Okay, and we are connected. I'm going to turn off mobile data. Just a sec. I'm going to skip the Google account for now. Okay. Just gonna skip that. Sorry, I'm off camera again. Next. Skip. Okay. So I'm going to have it with the black home buttons because it'll look a lot better. Okay. Done. I'm not going to activate McAfee just because it's not necessary. Okay, and we are set. Okay, so looks pretty good. Okay, so just to confirm that we are running Android Lollipop, I'm going to go into settings and go to about phone, software info, Android 5.0.1. Let's get a better look at that. A little too close. Okay, 5.0.1. Okay, so let's see the storage usage. Storage. So, 4.1 gigs is available out of the entire 8. So, we're getting about half of the storage. Okay, the system just crashed. And what do you know? I've already got a software update, but I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what to improve on with the camera. So yeah, peace out. Hey. Hey guys, this is MORGBORG here with the unboxing of the Essential PH-1, or better known as the Essential Phone. So this thing, fun fact, was manufactured by one of the creators of Android. And as you can see, just putting my finger on the packaging and there's already fingerprints. But this thing's got a notch right there. And some specs for it: a 5.7-inch IPS display, again with a notch, a Snapdragon 835 chip, and this thing was picked up off of Amazon for $224, brand new, as you can see, sealed, and it was cut already. So I'm just gonna so there's a pull tab right there. Oh wait, includes Essential Phone, fast charger, 1 meter cable, and an adapter. So assuming by the adapter, this thing probably does not have a headphone jack, so gonna have to scoot over. Wow, very nice. Just gonna set this over there, and inside the box is this USB Type-C cable with this nice cloth sort of stitching, and just set that to the side. Here's what I'm assuming is a fast charger, because on the box it said fast charger. Fairly compact, I'm quite impressed. As you can see, USB-C right there. By the way, sorry I have not uploaded in a while, just haven't gotten around to it because of school. And as you can see, USB-C on one end and audio input on the other, or more like audio output. And then here is the phone. So, fingerprint sensor, I assume, dual cameras, and dual flash. So, just going to, wow, look at that reflection. And then there might be plastic on the side. I don't think so. So, just gonna move all contents of the box to the side, because there's nothing else in the box. Yeah, so if you're curious, this adapter just plugs into the bottom, like so. A very nice connection there. And I have a couple of phones I'm going to compare the size to. One of them being the LG G3, my main phone. So, putting this on top of it. About the same size. The Samsung Galaxy S6. Again, also pretty much the same size. And then the iPhone 6s Plus. As you can see, the 6s Plus is bigger because it has more bezel. So now I am just going to turn it on, see if it has any juice. There we go, it has juice. Powered by Android. This thing is expected to get Android P for Popsicle. And oh, sorry, not popsicle. I don't know where I got that from. I meant to say pie. It means pie. Yeah, so there we go. Setup screen. Yeah, by the way, this thing is unlocked. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit that, and it says at the top the battery. Yeah, so just going to skip. Okay, so there we go. Wow, look at that beautiful display. Very stock, not much coming with it, just all the essentials, hence the name Essential Phone. Wow, this display is beautiful. Good, check what version it has. As you can see, 7.1.1, and storage. There we go. So this, by 116, I'm assuming out of the box it came with 128 gigabytes. So, yeah, that is the Essential PH-1, picked up for a very good price. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stay tuned for more videos that I have on the way. So, yeah, peace out. Hey guys, this is MORGBORG here with the unboxing and first impressions of the HyperTop 33-piece precision tool set. So, what this basically is a tool set that can be picked up at Walmart for $10 right now. It's kind of like, you can tell because of the way the package is designed, it's like a Christmas set, even with the little bow. Pretty nice addition. So it gives you a bunch of stuff. Picked it up for $10. Gives you a technical 17-piece technical repair kit and 14-piece hobby knife kit. I'll get further into that later. And it also comes with the magnetizer, demagnetizer, and a tape measure. So on the back it shows us what's in here. So it says the set includes 17-piece technical repair kit, which is 1 aluminum precision screwdriver bit holder, 1 suction cup, 1 tray opener, which is a SIM ejector, 2 mini plastic pry bars, 12 1.1-inch precision bits, a slotted 1.2 millimeter, a Phillips 000 and 00, Y-type 000, 0.8 and 1.2 pentalobes, T3, T4, and T5 stars, and T6, T7, and T8 tamper-proof stars. It also comes with a 14-piece hobby knife kit, which is 1 aluminum handle and 13 razor-sharp blades. It also comes with 1 6-foot tape measure and 1 magnetizer / demagnetizer. So with that out of the way, let's just untwist this to twist tie, and then the twist tie and the bow comes off. So now everything just comes out. I want to kind of keep it in one piece right now. So here it is, all the stuff. And this is the Hyper Tough 14-piece hobby knife kit. I'm not gonna really need this because I mainly got it for the technical repair kit. I want to start repairing my own stuff, so and I thought $10 was a good deal because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on an iFixit kit. Then here's the 17-piece technical repair kit, which we'll take a look at. Seems to be a little bit of plastic wrap stuck in it. More plastic wrap. And then here's the magnetizer and demagnetizer. It demagnetize, magnetize. And then the 6-foot tape measure, which has a clip, so yeah, kind of a basic tape measure. You're not going to really use this all the time, but it's good if you're in a pinch, because right now I do not have a tape measure, so this is going to be pretty nice. Instead of having to use bunches and bunches of rulers, school rulers, and then just this plastic piece, and that's all. So let's move that out of the way. And so I already showed you the tape measure and the magnetizer and demagnetizer, so yeah, I'm not going to open this up because it's pretty basic. Bunch of blades and a holder. I'm going to open this, however. It appears that there's like a zip tie thingy. I'm gonna cut that very quickly. There we go. So, I'm going to show you the stuff one by one. So, this in the bottom right is a suction cup, which you put on the screen when you're removing it. These are the pry bars. Oops, bumped the tripod and dropped one of them. So here they are, pry bars with the little, go try and have that focus. There we go. You can see it's kind of bent there, so you can pry things off. One of them appears to be longer than the other. And then here is what the bits hook up to. I'm gonna leave that out. And here is the SIM ejector. Yeah, because before I would just use paper clips, so having an actual ejector is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna demonstrate with this screw right here. Oh, cool. This whole thing like folds out. Very, very nice. They paid attention to detail here. So it just slots in, magnetically attaches, and then very nice kit. I think this is the, gotta kind of read it very close here. It's the 000 Phillips screw. Goes in the other way. And then I'm going to also pull out the T6 Torx. Yeah, I kind of bought this thing for more long-term use. Although I would like to possibly conduct some repairs in the near future with some of my devices. There we go, and it locks up, keeping it secure. So I'm just going to put this back together. Don't want to break it. So yeah, this is the tool set. Hyper Tough 33-piece precision tool set. This box is kind of designed to be sort of disposable, you could say. But I'm gonna just hang on to it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Check out my new community tab that I created yesterday. Hope you enjoyed, and be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, peace out. Hey guys, this is MORGBORG here with the unboxing, and look at the Monster Antenna Edge 60 amplified indoor full HD antenna, which was picked up at Fry's Electronics for $35, and it's called Edge 60 because it has a 60-mile range, and it has Monster Clear Signal technology, which we'll take a look at what that means later, and no contracts, no subscription fees, and no internet needed. So like, if you have cable internet but no satellite or cable, then this will not use your internet. So taking a look at the back, as you can see, it shows what ranges. The big one is what it is, so it supports up to 60 miles range, which is great if you live in like a suburban area or somewhere that isn't near like where all the stations are. And it's featuring Monster Clean Signal technology, which is their ultra clear signal, meaning you'll get the best quality for the money, built with the consumer in mind. So this is their promise that they care about you, the customer, and backup in case of storms. So like, this will not go out if a storm hits, and not your old school antenna, so this doesn't have any rabbit ears. So I did an antenna unboxing a year and a half ago, the GE antenna. That one had rabbit ears but was amplified. And now let's just take a look at this. Let's open it up. I don't have my tripod with me, so I can't use that. Okay, and then there we go. These are just some screws. This appears to be like a stand, even though we'll figure that out later. And this is the antenna itself, and right there it says remember to scan channels. So like, you go into the TV settings and go into scan channels, and it gives you tech support number. Right here is a coax cable, which is permanently fixed to the antenna. So let's just take this out. As you can see, it is very slim. Wow, I'm very impressed. It's so slim. There's just packaging. How to assemble it. So you gotta use instructions to assemble it. Comes in multiple languages, so that's useful. And this is just advice on how to set it up and where to put it. And then here's this stuff. This is what I assume is the amplifier. Again, the antenna. So I'm going to unwrap this stuff and then we'll get to see it all just lined up. And to peel off this plastic, because I know everybody wants to see it. And this feels pretty good. Certainly feels a lot better than the GE I reviewed a year ago. And again, your permanently attached cable. So this is DC, or proprietary to USB. And this is the amplifier. So I'm gonna set this all up, show you what's in the box. Okay, so here's everything that was in the box. I wasn't able to pause, so that's why I didn't. So again, user manual, guide, setup guide by the way, permanently attached coax cable and the antenna, the stand, some screws, assembly stuff, part of the amplifier, and the amplifier itself. So, I'm gonna see how this goes. And this may require the screws, so maybe that's what it's for. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to get that going right now. And then this I'll demonstrate. So take this, and where that little slot is, that's where the DC goes into. And I'm just assuming that this goes into a standard USB power adapter. And then this end, the attached one into the coax, the coax that's attached to the amplifier, goes into your television set. And then this end right here just goes like so. I'm just gonna unwrap this. Okay, so just toss the manuals out of the way. And this is what it would sort of look like in the end, except this would be plugged into the wall and this would probably be stretched out. But this is how long the cord is for plugging into the TV. So you should kind of expect this to be close to your television set. And of course I haven't set up the stand yet. So there will be a follow-up video to this one about what the antenna looks like after installation. So this is just pre-installation. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, help me get further, and be sure to share these videos too, as I'm working very hard to produce them. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and peace out. Hey guys, this is MORGBORG here, and here with me today I've got a lot of cell phones that I purchased from eBay. This is a lot of 43 cell phones that I paid for $25 plus $14 approximately for shipping. I've waited a little bit for this, a few days, so let's get into it. By the way, there's going to be a follow-up video to this when I test the devices. I was interested in the listing because it had some smartphones in it. Yeah, bear with me, this isn't a very good knife. So I'm gonna have to do the same thing on top. Hang on a sec. Okay, so this is the package, and it appears that it's separate pieces. I can already feel one of the thumbs. Oh, this one's way heavier. This one's probably got smartphones in it, and that's it, and some empty thing. Okay, so to tear into these. Okay, so now let's pull them out. So here's the first one. It's a Galaxy S with a little bit of crack down there. This one seems pretty nice. It's a US Cellular. By the way, the listing said that none of these come with batteries, and I'll confirm that later. There's a Samsung Virgin Mobile. I recognize this. I'm going to see what it is. And it is an SPH M310. There's this Samsung. There's this Kyocera. By the way, most of there's this Samsung Gusto 3. There's this Kyocera. By the way, most of these are on US Cellular. This Samsung. Okay. This Kyocera. This one's pretty weird. appear to come with the back off. This one has a SIM card in it. Interesting. CR108. I'm assuming that's some generic phone. See, there's no branding on it. Okay, this is one of the things I was interested in. This is LG. I'm guessing this is an LG Volt or something of the sort. I really hope this doesn't have a bad LCD, but we'll see about that. Okay, there's this Sony Ericsson. Seems pretty nice. This LG on US Cellular. Pretty nice. It's a BX830. Interesting. This Kyocera on Cricket. By the way, these need to be cleaned up. Excuse me. Then this Motorola. The front glass is cracked. It's an i776. Pardon me. Wow. Okay, this Samsung track phone. I think it's a T301G if I'm not mistaken. I don't expect that to be able to like fully work. Okay, this thing was pretty interesting. It's a Nokia track phone. And then this is a 2285. And then that's all for that package. And then over here, this is LG, I think 840G. And then this other, oh, this is an audio box. It appears that antenna's damaged. CDM 8900 AU, so I'm assuming that means this is from Australia. And the front glass right there's missing. This Kyocera on US Cellular. Most of these are on US Cellular. I think I said that already. LG Cosmos, I have one of these already. I'm pretty sure this works. It's got the plastic wrap on it. Yeah, I watched Technomeme YT unbox a eBay phone lot, and he appeared to think this is like nail polish or something, but no, it's just plastic wrap. I'll finish that off later. Okay, this is an LG Optimus Dynamic 2. This ZTE thing. This actually appears to be a mobile hotspot. You know what? Because it's very interesting. That says WPS. So this is a mobile hotspot. Interesting. Samsung Gusto 2 have 2 of these already. I'm expecting this to work. This Samsung on Cricket. Okay, this is one of the things I was really excited about. This is a SMJ320p, which I think this is the Galaxy Soul. If you know what the Galaxy Soul is, it's the J3 2016 on Cricket. LG Revere, whatever, however it's pronounced. I'm expecting this to work. This LG on US Cellular. This one's really clean. It's a VX210. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's a UX210. I'm sorry. It's a UX210. Okay, this is a Samsung Snap. I know some of these model numbers already. Okay, gonna have to clean that up. Thing pinched me. Galaxy Express 3. Gonna test that. also really blinded by this Samsung on US Cellular. Don't really care to take the back off. This Samsung, there's another one of these. There we go. The back was messed up. This Nokia on US Cellular. I really like Nokias. Okay, this is a 6019i. So this seems to be pretty much an exact unit of the 6016i, except this one's in worse condition. It's way faded and such. Okay, this Alcatel thing on Cricket. I do not expect this to work because the front glass is missing. Yeah, that's pretty much a goner right there. This LG on US Cellular. I bet this works too. If I'm not mistaken, that's a micro USB charging port. Interesting. Okay, this P-Tel phone. P-Tel Ice. Not too interested in that. The Samsung SCH R451C, have one of these. Pretty nice. This Motorola V265. Okay, this Galaxy S3 was another one I was interested in. I'm not really expecting this to work. I mean, maybe. I'm gonna check if it has AMOLED cracks. Right off, it doesn't appear to have AMOLED cracks, but I think this is a US Cellular Galaxy S3. Samsung Droid Charge on US Cellular. I think that's a screen protector. Yeah, this thing seems like it's in really good condition. Yeah, Droid Charge. Another Galaxy S3, I bet this works. Okay, this I'm not so hopeful about because of that huge crack right there. Hang on a sec. This is an LG 730. That's the model number. This custom modded custom faceplate Nokia. I won't be able to get the back off that. This Cricket ZTE phone, I bet this works. This Motorola Razr, I bet it works. And then this Samsung Freeform, I think it is. It's Samsung Freeform. Yeah, okay, so none of these have batteries, which the seller was correct, because sometimes they advertise incorrectly. Okay, so that's the phone lot, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I just lined up the phones to make sure I got everything that was in the listing, and it appears I did. So that wraps up this video, and hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, and remember to watch the follow-up where I tell you which ones work to my knowledge and which ones don't to my knowledge. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and peace out. Peace out. Crazy, this is a hot spot, am I right?